All right, let's get this party started. Anyone have anything they want to specifically they want to talk about, or shall we just get on with?
Well, was contacted. I think I wasn't the only one by someone asking to work on the light curve refactor. I assume in connection with GSOC. Anyone else see that?
Yeah, I got that too.
Yeah. So I said I'd try and send him a message about it today. I did CC you as well, Stuart, since you actually probably know more than I do about the details of what needs doing. So yeah, if there are any thoughts about how we should move forward on that with people, speak up. If not, okay.
We should probably point him at the mailing list, although I think he did contact the mailing list. The Open Astronomy application guide.
Yeah, he did. I'm just looking at that email now. David did reply. He mentioned the IRC channel and so on, but essentially just gave a lot of links to the latest stuff rather than advising on what really needs doing, as far as I can see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as actual advice on the code, it's more complex. I don't know. I'll try and get back to him at some point. I've been pretty busy at the moment. Haven't been doing a good job of fielding GSOC questions this week, really, or last week even.
Yeah, no, it's just bad timing for me as well. Just trying to get everything set up here. So I've been sort of lacking in my SunPy involvement the last several weeks.
When are the student applications due? I know you told me this last time, but I forgot.
So, can't remember when. "25th of March, not that soon. It opens today at 7 o'clock. That's fine.
It's what?
Not that far away either.
It's 11 days.
Yeah.
Right.
The bells. Yeah, they've still got a little while. I'm so yawny this evening. Okay. I should. Yes. Okay. Try and remember to do that at the end. Right. Anyone else with anything specific? Before we go all code.
I have a question which is both specific and not related to anything in particular.
Cool.
Has anyone? Do you know of anyone in SunPy or elsewhere who's looked into developing a counterpart for fvthermal.pro?
I don't.
What now?
You know, the fvtherm.pro is
FP.
f_vth.pro.
And what is that?
it's a function that you give it a temperature and emission measure, and it gives you back a thermal photon spectrum of thin target Bremsstrahlung. So that's just something that I used recently, and Steve told me it wasn't available in Python, and it just seemed a big oversight for a lot of people in this, even the subfield of solar physics that a number of us are involved in. So just wondering if anyone knew of any previous efforts or anything, either in SunPy or CiantiPy or anything like that.
I'm not.
I have no idea.
Okay. That's an
So-
easy answer then.
I have a question about FIDO.
Yes.
So FIDO returns, if you do a FIDO search, you get some kind of list type object comes back, right?
Yeah.
However, if you index, if you take like, try and take just a part of that object out, then that does not work with the fido.fetch.
That's not so good.
No.
No.
I've been trying to fix it this morning, but I haven't got that far with it. I think it's the unified response is a subclass of list, and it's a nested list, or it can be a nested list.
Why doesn't that work? When you index it, what do you get back? Is it a list?
It is. Listen, hang on. Let's.
Or is it a unified response?
So if I do. Yeah. Right. Bear with me. So I did a VSO search for AIA 304 and 211 just for an hour, because I'm writing these docs, and the unified response comes back with a 2-element list. And if you ask for either one of those elements, then what you get back is a query response, not a unified response, which the fetch object, the FIDO fetch object requires. It says that it
Yes.
requires a unified response.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this has to be fixed. This is a big problem, I think, because you may want to say you get a list of 100,000 files and you decide, oh, I only want every one in 1,000. The natural thing.
No. See, now that's not the same. You should, in theory, get one unified. You should get one entry in that list per client or per query.
Right.
Maybe per query as opposed
Okay.
to per client. So if you've done time and then wavelength or wavelength, it will probably have done 2 queries, which means it would have called VSO out twice.
Correct.
So that's why you're getting 2 elements back.
Correct.
What will have to happen, I guess, is we'll have to write a get item method for unified response, so that it always returns a unified response object, even if it's only 1 long.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Even if there's only one file. So I'll file that as an issue for Unidyne. Like I didn't come up with a solution this morning, but I'll file it as an issue.
Yay, bugs.
Yeah.
Everybody loves bugs.
That's all I've got.
Okay. I haven't really had a chance to do anything other than fix a few of the comments on the coordinates PR. Again, if anyone fancies reviewing the coordinates PR, that would be great. Otherwise, PRs. I'm sure Jack would like a review on 1649 and 1660.
There's a third one there as well.
Yeah, 1606 as well. These things need reviewing. No. Have I reviewed all of these? Let's start this one.
Stephen, you should review 1606 because he wanted that super pixel dimension thing.
Yeah, Steve.
Sounds like he's on the phone, so
Oh, okay.
he's probably not listening.
Damn it, Steve.
I just realized I never finished 1655. I should do that sometime.
Yeah, I guess fill the blank there.
I'll try and get to that.
Yeah. So give it that.
Yes. I have to go on a PR closing rampage. We have like 48 of them open. It's getting a bit ridiculous. Yeah, we have a load of PRs, but not many of them are primed and ready to go. This is a problem.
Oh, hey, I have a Python question, not directly related to SunPy, but you guys might know the answer. It's actually a Sphinx question, and Stuart knows the answer.
Oh, goody.
Stuart, when I have a default argument for a function where I want the default to be a range, like an np.arange kind of structure,
Yeah.
that gets expanded out, and in Sphinx it looks horrendous.
You shouldn't
So what's
specify that as a default argument because it gets constructed on compile time. So it's the same argument as having empty lists as default arguments to functions, because the list gets created when the interpreter compiles the function or imports the function.
Okay.
Which means that it's persistent. If you call the function twice and modify the list, you're modifying something that's in global scope.
Huh.
So
Okay.
you should make the default argument none, and then if the default argument is none in the function, create the list.
Seems unfortunate, but okay.
So a simple example is if you like create a function which has like list equals empty list, and your function appends something to the list.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the problem. That seems like it's an unfortunate artifact of the structure. Then, I mean,
Yeah, it
if the
is.
default argument should be a empty list, it's unfortunate you can't have it be an empty list.
Yeah,
And you just have to cover that up in the doc string, right? Say, oh, so when you say none, it actually does this.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, it's not perfect. It's a bit annoying, really. Rather
Can anybody filter the pull request list by pulls which are passing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Doesn't look like it. Well.
Oh, yes, you can. Status : success.
Oh, thank you.
Huh, that's neat.
That is neat.
That could shorten our our telecons quite considerably.
The problem with that is, though, the stupid quantified code thing that David turned on.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
Well,
That needs to die, in my opinion. I don't like the fact that there are perfectly good pull requests that have got build fails, even though they haven't.
Stuart?
Yes.
Now I'm concerned about what you just said earlier. So, if the default arguments, you're saying if it instantiates the object, that actually gets constructed as this global that sticks around?
It gets instantiated as part of the function definition.
So, like when we say, for example, I'm looking at Jack's PR for superpixel, and he has an argument that has offset equal to 0, 0 times u pixel. So it's a AstroPy units array of 0, 0.
Yeah.
If someone changes that value in the function,
I think that's okay because AstroPy do weird things because it's a scalar. I don't think you can modify it in place because it's a scalar. Like AstroPy units that are length 0 have some weird behavior, but I should probably check this.
oh, okay, but so okay.
It only really matters for iterables, right?
Okay, well that's an iterable, right? So that should be offset equals none then, right?
But I think it's okay because of the way that AstroPy handles.
Well, you're saying it might be okay in this particular case, but may not be a good habit to get into?
Yes.
That's a very scary notion. There's no like constant or anything in Python.
Yeah, you can't modify. Right, it's not a problem for scalar values or non-iterables, and AstroPy quantities that are scalars are not iterable, even though they're a NumPy array. Wrap your head around that one for a moment.
You're hurting my brain, man. You're saying because... What?
Create an AstroPy quantity object, which is... Hang on a second. Observe this. Import AstroPy units as you, create something. You can't index it. It's not iterable. You can't modify it in place, therefore it's not a problem.
In this case, okay.
It's only a problem if you create iterable objects where you modify the contents. Or could modify the contents inside the function.
Python's broken here. So if you had an array or a list of AstroPy units, then you could get screwed.
Yeah.
But an AstroPy units array would be fine. Ah, crap. Next meeting. Okay. Well, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's just a matter of don't instantiate. What's the word I'm looking for? Like mutable arguments as default default keyword argument values.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
It's simultaneously annoying and understandable. Like when you think about it, the working around it would be like very strange conceptually, right? Because you'd have to, the function would have to reinstantiate all of its default values every time it was called, but do it within the scope of definition of the function rather than the calling scope.
Well, I agree that it does seem implementation would be difficult, but come on, it's Python. That seems like a cop out for Python.
It's true. It's true. It's not nice. But also, you could argue that you occasionally might want to do it. I don't know why you'd ever want to do it.
Well, it's like rewriting functions in a module. I mean, it's nice to have that power in the very edge case where that's actually useful, but I think it'll get you into more trouble than it's than it'll help you. Okay, unfortunately, I have to go to the same meeting that Steve just went to. So.
Fair enough. See you later.
Bye.
Right, so I should change that offset to none. Is that the... if he doesn't like it?
Anyone got anything else?
Nope.
Okay, I think I've turned off the quantified code thing. Because it's making me sad. Very, very sad. But David argue with me about that. You guys got anything else you want to chat about?
Nope. Is anyone else left?
I can't.
Yep.
Yeah,
No, I'm done.
not hearing anything. Why have
I
I
haven't got
muted
anything.
myself? There we go.